Do I need to pump up the volume or no? Well, let's find out. Hey everybody, hope y'all doing well today. This week's Take Two review, I don't think I've done before. It's funny. You would think I would have a list of all these, but I don't. Anyways, this week's Take Two review is Pump Up the Volume from 1990, and it's a vehicle starring Christian Slater. I mean, he is the main star of the whole film. It's even though it's from '90, it's set like late '80s ish, and he's a kind of nerdy school kid by day. By night, he's hard Harry, a shock jock on his cobbled up homemade ham radio pirate radio station, and he's getting his feelings and emotions out by night, but being cloistered by day, and he's taking a lot of the frustrations that all of his classmates have as well, because their school is just terribly ran and just doing terrible things, not like molestation or anything like that, but just the way that they treat the students, especially just Joe Q public student, is terrible. But as things do, they eventually go awry, and the FCC and other things get involved. But as far as a movie, it's a pretty good movie. I mean, it's a movie of its time, because if you think 15 years after this, you'd have YouTube. 12, maybe 11 years after this came out, you had MySpace, and even a little bit before that, you had blogs, and all those things, kind of accomplish what his small radio station does in the movie, but they kind of also, where the access is for anyone with a computer, and over time, that's become most everyone, that's diluted the power of having your own voice in a media type form like that. At the time, yeah, it was pretty amazing. I mean, watched this as a teen, and it really stuck with me, and it still holds up fairly well. It's, you can tell that some things, if kids from these days were watching it, they would say, well, that's white privilege, or that's this, or cultural appropriation, and this, that, and the other. But still, for its time, it was fairly progressive, but good, not just putting things and characters out there for no reason, but it's fairly well done. But if that sounds interesting to you, they have it this month on Max. I also have it somewhere on DVD, but seeing as sometimes it takes longer for me to find a DVD than watch the entire movie, I just decided to use that for my images today. Anyways, maybe I will get around to watching a new movie or two this week and have something new for y'all next week. Anyways, we'll see you all then.